This movie tells a story about a former bride-to-be who must fight off her ex-groom and 7 angry killer groomsmen in order to survive the night after bailing on her wedding. First of all, this movie has a good setup. The basic premise is really interesting and has potential to be a really interesting action horror movie. Unfortunately, the end product leaves much to be desired. It really lacks the balls-to-the-wall entertainment value found in the other movies that it draws all the inspirations from. It's the setup for an action bonanza, but the movie doesn't jump at the chance to make a pulse-pounding thriller with fantastic action scenes. Instead, the audience is treated to the extended conversations from the killers. The movie's bread and butter is supposed to be the bride one by one offing her invaders with gruesome blood-soaked precision, but there's just too few of them. There's violence, but only at times, as the movie is more interested in droopy character banter than how the players attempt to destroy one another. The brutal interactions between the bride and the groom's cavalry only get the adrenaline pumping for a few seconds. They're simply not enough to make the movie itself interesting or memorable. The action is never as edgy as it wants to be, as the movie doesn't push the envelope in terms of the action. No matter how aggressive these intermittent moments of combat and gore are, they lack the kind of force that leaves a mark. The fact that the groomsmen are thinly sketched characters doesn't really help the movie as well. Instead of becoming fantastic action horror spectacle, the movie delivers a draggy viewing experience which slowed by uninspired writing and a general absence of pace. The frequency of the flashbacks, along with the way that they're integrated into the meat of the story, feels distracting and clunky. The editing between the present-day scenes and the flashbacks are awkward, and the film begins to feel repetitive around the hour mark because the plot doesn't go anywhere interesting or surprising. The only good thing about this movie is the main actress who has a good performance. Overall, this movie is packed of some uninteresting stuff. It has forgettable characters, mediocre action scenes, underwritten plot, and eventually unearned emotional payoffs. We do not recommend this movie at all.